every year, if I plan my time right, and I do try to do that a lot, I come up with and make several Christmas card ideas or designs to later pick one hero design, mass produce it, and use it as my Christmas cards to send to my family and my friends for that year. I didn't do that last year as I was just too busy with work and I kind of got started too late. But this year, I am really determined to make all of our Christmas cards and send them to at least some of my closest family and my closest friends. I've already started thinking about different designs, and I have shared a few ideas already. Ideas for simple yet awesome card designs, one of them being the Copic-colored ornaments card, and I'll link it here in the cards in my video if you'd like to check that video out and maybe use that idea for your holiday cards. I also love to send photo cards around Christmas and include a Christmas photo of our family, which is basically myself, husband, and our 2 cats, along with a little newsletter telling people what's new in our lives. The photo that I will be using for these cards today was taken last year before the holidays, and since we were in the United States at that time, we didn't have our cats with us, so it was just me and Olis. And this was taken in our apartment that we rented and stayed at during the 2 years that we lived in the US. I got us matching pajamas from Macy's specifically for this photo, and we were wearing those jammies for the photo shoot. I took all of these photos myself by putting my camera on a tripod and using a timer, and I love how they turned out. We don't hire a professional photographer as I just know we never have time for that, but I do try and dedicate an hour or so each year to taking this kind of holiday family photo. So for these photos, I decided I would use my new gadget, hot foil system, to add some foiling over the photographs. So the hot foil system, this is Glimmer hot foil system from Spellbinders, is not like foiling in a laminator. The foil you use for this is different, and the means with which you apply the foil are also different. So for example, if you're using a Mink machine or another laminator, you need to have toner for the foil to grab onto, and you can either print with toner or stamp with a toner ink pad, or draw with a toner pen, or use pre-printed toner sheets to foil. With the Glimmer hot foil system, you actually use hot foil plates that pretty much look like thin etched dies, but let me stop you right there. These are not dies. These are a little bit different. They are a little bit thicker, and you actually cannot die cut with them. You can hot foil with them, you can letterpress with them, and you can stamp with them. I did several videos for Spellbinders explaining how the Glimmer hot foil system works. So if you are interested in getting this system, please go ahead and watch those videos, and I'll link them here in the cards and also in my video description. I'm not going to go into details explaining the basics and tips and tricks of foiling and all that in this video, but I will show you how to foil. Now, this video is not sponsored. Even though I do work for Spellbinders, they did not ask me to film this video. I filmed it because I wanted to foil my Christmas cards. It's as simple as that. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning by printing photos. I usually print my photos at home, and I use my Canon selfie printer. I've had this printer for many years since my scrapbooking days, and I love it. There's just nothing better out there for me. The quality of the photos is just fantastic, and the printer is small and portable, and that's also very important to me as I really don't have a ton of storage space to store it. There are newer versions of this printer with all sorts of features like wireless printing and having an app on your phone, I think, that you can, print directly from your phone. I just put my photos on a flash drive, I stick it into the printer and print from there. It prints slowly, but like I said, the quality is just fantastic, and your photos will stay vibrant and high quality for many years to come. So I started by printing the same photo several times. I'll be making a few different versions of this holiday card to decide which version I like the most. So I printed something like 5 or 6 photos to try and test different colors of foil and different designs of the hot foil plates. And Spellbinders actually has a ton of different designs. I don't have them all. I have a lot of sentiments. So I thought I would use these sentiments, the holiday messages, over these photos in different colors of foil. So again, it's not your mink foil, it's different kind of foil. Mink foil will not work here, and vice versa. this foil will not work with a laminator or a Mink machine. Okay, now that I have my photos printed, I'm going to go ahead and start foiling. I've plugged my machine in, it's good and hot, and I'm going to start with this Happy Holidays hot foil plate in red foil. I've placed my hot foil plate onto the platform. The gray area of the platform is the area that gets hot, so you don't want to put your hand on it. It will not burn you, but you can touch it, but it does get hot. I've also pushed the timer or pressed the timer button to start heating the hot foil metal plate, and that takes about a minute to heat up. Now I'm kind of deciding where on the photo I want to do my foiling, and I think I'll add it at the bottom there as that's where it feels like I can fit it. I'm going to place my foil on top. I am placing it pretty side down, and next I'm going to place my photo over it. Again, pretty or correct side down. You cannot see if you're aligning things straight, but there are grid lines on the base plate, so you can use those lines to help you align everything on your project. And I'm going to tell you right there that it will take you several attempts to get it right. This is one of those products that has a learning curve to it. Well, once you figure it out, which is not that hard to do, it just takes trying a few times. So once you figure it out, you're going to love foiling. I will be honest with you, I was pretty skeptical about this system when I got it. I was like, why would I want to use it? It seems complicated. It's time consuming. I'm not sure I'll like the results or I'll want to put in the effort. And I'm kind of always like that with new technology, but I've also learned that new technology is pretty awesome and helpful. I got a few new gadgets for my everyday life recently, and I've been loving them. They became a game changer for me, and I've been trying to be less skeptical about new things, new technology lately. And just in case you're curious, I got a Dyson blow dryer about 1.5 years ago, and it's like night and day when it comes to blow drying my hair. I also got a Clarisonic Mia brush for washing my face about 1 year ago, and it's been like a miracle. I've stopped getting breakouts on my skin, and my skin just looks perfect. And I also recently got a Roomba robot vacuum cleaner, and our house has never been cleaner. So what I'm trying to say is I was skeptical about this system, but I tried it, I tested it, and I loved it. It's like a new way to make cards. If you look online, there's a lot of foiled stationery out there, and it's so clean, it's so simple, it's just so gorgeous. So now you can do that too with this system. You can hot foil on your cards, on your photos. You can actually hot foil on fabric and a lot of other materials. Now, I've not tried them all. I want to try foiling on vellum and on envelopes next. Now, what I'm not showing you here is that you need a die-cutting machine for the Glimmer hot foil system. My machine sits off to the side. It doesn't fit in my video frame, so I don't bother moving my machine, but you do need a die-cutting machine for your Glimmer hot foil system because the die-cutting machine is what is applying pressure onto the Glimmer plate and what is forcing, along with the hot plate, the foil to transfer onto your paper or another material. Now, the Cuttlebug machine does not work with this. Most other die-cutting machines that work with the steel rule dies will work with this system. Spellbinders Platinum and Platinum 6 machines will work. Big Shot machines from Sizzix and other machines will work. I just know for a fact that the Cuttlebug will not work as the opening in that particular machine is just too narrow for the hot foil, for the hot plate to go through. So while I was chatting, I went ahead and foiled all of these photos that I had using different hot foil plates and different colors of foils that I had. I did have a bit of overfoiling, and overfoiling happens when you apply too much pressure and the foil transfers not only with your design, but also onto other parts of your project, the parts where you don't need the foil on. I was using a shim for some of those photos, with some of the plates to get better results, and that created too much pressure, which resulted in overfoiling. Now, what I'm trying to say here is usually you can remove the excess foil if you happen to overfoil using a brush, for example, or a pencil eraser. But here on these glossy photos, I wasn't able to do that without leaving visible marks on my photos. And I think that's because the photos have that glossy finish on them. Okay, so once my foiling was done, I went ahead and tested several card designs. I didn't want to have just a photo. I wanted to add a little bit of something onto the card. So I used pattern paper for some cards. I also used photo corners, again, back from my scrapbooking days for my other cards. And I actually had these photo corners in different colors. So yay, white, gold, and silver. And I tried to match them in color to the foil that I used to hot foil my cards. With the photo corners approach, the recipient can actually take the photo out of the card and put it in their photo album without having to store the full card. So it's a neat idea because you're not just sending them a Christmas card, you're not just remembering them at Christmas time, but you're also giving them something to hold on to in their photo albums if they like. Okay, so here's a look at the 5 photo cards that I foiled and dressed up. Let me know which design you like the most. I'm hoping you guys will help me decide on our holiday cards this year. So here's the Happy Holidays with the die-cut reindeer and patterned paper to the side along with a gold thread. Next, I have Making Spirits Bright with some die-cut ornaments and some patterned paper on the right and left hand side of the photo. Next is Happy Holidays foiled in red with white photo corners. So this photo is removable and there's also patterned paper in the background. Next is Happy Holidays again, but foiled in silver with silver photo corners and nothing else. So this is just a white card base, so super, super simple and clean. And the last one is Merry Christmas in matte gold foil and gold photo corners and some busy patterned paper in the background. Let me know in the comments below which card idea you like the most, or maybe you don't like any of them. Let me know. Or maybe you have a different suggestion or a different idea. I always appreciate your feedback, guys, and I can't wait to hear what you think. Be sure to visit my blog for more information or check the video description for all the product names and links if you would like to learn more about the Glimmer hot foil system from Spellbinders. There's also a link to join my mailing list in the video description. I email additional inspiration several times a week. Often those are additional card ideas, often those are card making photo tutorials, and sometimes some crafty sales. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, please, as always, leave them in the comment section below and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet done so. Check that bell icon on the homepage of my channel to be notified every time I share a new video or post on my community page. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.